What is up? I'm Laura and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you a few tips on how to level up in 2023 and beyond. So with just a few months of 2023 left, people are going to start with their New Year's resolutions. And you are going to be ahead of the game because we're starting early. So if you start now, by New Year's, by the beginning of the year, you will already be up-leveled, living the best version of yourself, living in your new life, one step ahead of everybody else. So let's get into it when you're ready. So first things first, if you don't already do this, journaling and meditation are fundamental to leveling up. So when you meditate and when you journal, you're quieting your mind and you're just really removing yourself from those outside distractions, social media, TV, your friends, your family, all these outside influences that are telling you who you should be or who you should become, or like the matrix, as we say. But when you really deprogram from that and you really get quiet with yourself, then you can hear God or source, whatever you like to say, and you can really have a vision for your life and where you want to go, who you want to become. So in the manifestation world, we call this scripting, and you'll basically just write down your life as if it was a script and you're the author. So you're writing down what type of house you want to live in, what type of car you want to drive, how you want your body to look, but you write about it in present tense as if it was already happening or if it's happening now. And then you give gratitude for what is already happened. So you're basically thanking God or source, whatever you would like to say, in advance. And I think this is the most powerful practice in leveling up because it gives you accountability. It gives you somewhere a script to follow. If you don't know what you're leveling up to, like, you don't really have a plan in place of where you're going. So I think this is the fundamental step, just getting quiet and creating a vision for yourself, creating a vision for your life, maybe creating a Pinterest board or something that you can look at that will really help you determine who do you want to be in this life, how you want to show up. So the number 2 thing for leveling up is really going to be changing your diet or looking at your diet and seeing what tweaks you can make to live an overall healthier life. So we all know as within, so without. So what you put into your body is going to affect everything else. So your sleeping habits, how you're dealing with stress, your skin, everything comes from your diet. So look at your diet. If you're eating processed foods, stop or eliminate them as much as you can. Fast food, sugars, if you're drinking alcohol, eating like starchy foods, pasta, breads, all these things can really, really affect your overall health. So make sure you're eating as healthy as possible. So whether that's keto, whether you're a vegetarian, whatever, just make sure that you're optimizing your health. The things that I would say is really focus on your gut health. So maybe take supplements. I take probiotics that I'll link below. Make sure that your diet has a lot of nutrients, so all the vitamins that you need, and that you're staying hydrated, so that you're drinking a lot of water. The next tip number 3, is going to be really make sure you're optimizing your sleep. So sticking to a sleep schedule, having a nighttime routine. We're going to talk about a morning routine in a second, but a nighttime routine is just as important. So when you're going to go to bed, do you have things that you like to do? Maybe you read, you turn off all the lights, you stay away from your phone or the computer, light candles, have a bubble bath, do your skincare routine, something that makes your body know that you're ready to go to sleep. And then go to sleep around the same time every night and then wake up around the same time every morning. And that's important to have a consistent sleep schedule. So you're waking up and you're feeling energized. You're not staying out late. You're not watching Netflix or Instagram, scrolling on Instagram late at night. You really stick to a schedule because you have goals to meet, you have things that you want to do. And rest is your beauty sleep. That's when you rejuvenate, when you feel your best in the morning is when you get a good night's sleep. Next is going to be prioritizing self-care. So this is learning to say no to things that no longer serve you, and then really investing your time and your energy in people and things and places that rejuvenate your spirit, that make you feel good, that make you feel alive. So self-care could be getting your nails done because you want your nails to look pretty, getting your hair done, taking a bath, spending time with a friend, all these things that you may even overlook or you're too busy to look. But when you really sit down and make time for them, that's a form of pouring into yourself. And I truly believe that your body does listen to you. So when you pour into your body, you do see like the outward results. You'll start to feel better. You'll start to feel more alive, more energetic. You'll have a higher energy, a higher vibration. So I think that is very, very important. And when you invest in yourself, it kind of lets the world know that you're someone of value. You value yourself, you're important, and that you really do love yourself. And I think how you treat yourself is a template for how others are going to treat you. Number 5 is going to be exercise. So when you look good, you feel good, and exercise makes you feel really, really good. And I would say this because I'm a trainer and I just love working out. It feels so, so good. But commit to something that you enjoy: running, walking, swimming. Do one of my home workouts. So I started working out at home during the pandemic and I loved it. So I love just working out at home. You're in the privacy of your own home. You can listen to music, you can dance. You have your own gym at home if you just have dumbbells. So I absolutely love working out, and I think that when you start exercising, you really start to feel good about yourself because you'll see the progress and you know that you put the work in and it shows. So definitely, if you want to level up, do some sort of exercise, some sort of movement daily. Next, I would say splurge in things that you really enjoy and add a little bit of luxury to your life. So adding luxury to your life doesn't necessarily mean like buying designer everything. It just means the things that you enjoy, you can spend a little bit more on. So if you really like taking luxurious vacations, maybe you can book a nicer hotel, or if you're used to spending $20 on wine, get like the $50 bottle of wine or something. So just do something a little bit extra that just makes you enjoy it a little bit more, because we are here to enjoy life, to enjoy the experience. So always treat yourself as the best of the best of the best, because you really do deserve it. So my next tip is going to be invest in your passions. You want to continually educate yourself, and you don't want to be stagnant in life. So you always want to have goals, things you're passionate about. Stay curious, listen to podcasts, read books. You want to be that person that's always like on a search for knowledge. Nobody ever knows what you're going to be doing or what you're into, because you're always into something new. Just definitely stay away from stagnation, because that's when you get bored, and that's when life just isn't as fun. So one thing that I did in the beginning of 2023 is invest in a business course. And this was pretty expensive, but I heard this like little quote that when you pay attention. And since I paid a lot of money, I really made sure that I got value from this course, because I wanted to learn a little bit more about business and what makes a business successful. So I took the course. But for other people, it could be investing in like a life coach that can help give them directions, or a therapist. Just make sure that you're continually moving in the direction that you want to go. So you're always moving forward and forward. The next thing I would say is look your best every day. So get dressed every day. And this is specifically for people at first who work from home, like myself. So I started working from home from 2017. And when I first started working from home, I was like, I would wake up and work out, and I still did that, but then I would come home, take a shower, and then put on whatever. So I'd put back on pajamas or just sleeping clothes. I wasn't really getting dressed for the day as I am now. And you may think like that's just something silly, if no one's going to see you, why get dressed? But it does make a difference. And I think, again, it goes back to how you're internally feeling. If you feel good about yourself and you're passing the mirrors and you're like, oh, like I look nice today, it's a different mindset. It's a mindset of work. It's a mindset of like, I'm creating value. I'm doing things that are important, as opposed to if you're in sweats all day, or if you just, you're just lounging around and you're not caring about how you look. And then if you do go to the office, again, look your best every day. So find a capsule wardrobe, really cute, easy pieces that you can throw on and make you look good, or that are tailored for you. Get your hair done, get your nails done. Go out with like some self-esteem, feel good about yourself, look good. And I think that's really important, because as within, so without. And tip tip 9 kind of ties back into the last tip of looking your best, but this is going to be to clean your space and organize your wardrobe. So everybody needs a clean house. Like, you do not want to be living in filth. And I think when you go to somebody's house and it's just like kind of cluttered and disorganized, it's like a disorganized house to me seems like a disorganized brain. So clean your space, clean your office space, clean your closets out. If you're not wearing certain things, donate them. Make room in your closet for new things. You want to have a wardrobe that's going to align with who you want to be. So if you want to be a little more polished, update your wardrobe to be a little more polished. So you want to be cultivating the life that you want to live right now. And then as far as your house, right now, I think it is really cheap or relatively cheap to get a house cleaner to come once a month. At least in my building, it's pretty cheap. I don't know about everywhere else. But you can get someone to come once a month, and then other than that, you can just kind of spot clean. But I think staying organized is really, really important. When you come home, you want to just come home to peace. You want to come home to cleanliness. And then finally, prioritize relationships in your life and building new relationships. So studies do show that longevity is not just linked to your diet and to your lifestyle, but it's also your social support, so your relationships. And the quality of your relationships are really, really important, and they're significant. And as you begin to level up, I know as I began to level up several times throughout my years on this earth, sometimes you kind of have a tendency to leave certain people behind, and you're like, okay, I'm going on my journey up here, so I need to leave these people down here. Like, these people are negative and I'm positive. And that's not really the case. So I don't think you have to leave people behind, but as you do begin to develop other interests and more positive interests, you do see that you sometimes gravitate away from those people that maybe still are stuck in those negative behaviors. But you don't have to leave them completely. You can build new friendships, and still, like, there doesn't have to be a rift in your old friends unless they're absolutely detrimental, bringing you down. But usually that's not really the case. So I would say you don't want to be on your high horse as you go through life, like, oh, I'm up here and everybody's down here, because that's just judging them. So instead, as you build new relationships, still cultivate those old friendships as well. And as people see you changing, they begin to change as well. Like, they'll see little things and they might ask you about your diet. They might ask you, oh, you started exercising, and they may be encouraged by it. So you're the catalyst for change throughout your friendship circle, your social circle. So that is all I have for you. I pray that these were very valuable for you. Like, comment, and subscribe if this helped you, and I will see you in the next video.